Amazing, amazing, amazing. Can see my screen, right? Yes. So, welcome, welcome, beautiful souls, to our sacred integration circle. I am very excited and very happy. I really rested the whole weekend. I celebrated my birthday again and again and again. Every day, every new day, every another day, a new celebration. Every day is an amazing time to celebrate. And, you know, it was solar eclipse, eclipse after eclipse after eclipse. I manifested an investor for the business who actually gave me more than 6,000 US dollars, who really believed in me. And she's actually one of my private clients. Oh, I forgot to message her. She's actually one of my private clients. Also magnetized 2 clients who re-enrolled in our one-on-one coaching. So yeah, let me know your wins. I know Patty is celebrating her win, the the biggest speaking event, major event that you're invited to. So please share your wins. What are you celebrating? Also, maybe anything that you're struggling with, or your intentions for today. Hold on, just will message one of my private clients. All right. So before we begin, I want you to know that just by showing up today, I know there's um protest. There was some protest that happened yesterday in the Philippines, and then of course the energy this weekend is actually solitary, solitary um confinement or meditation or reflection, contemplation, especially with the back-to-back eclipse. And I want you to know that just by showing up here today, just by listening, just by opening up your heart to receive these teachings without shame, without guilt, and always in this energy of law, this law of giving and receiving, this energy of I'm gonna give and receive positive healing energies, you're already being activated just by listening. And your soul called you here for a reason. The very act of listening to my words with an open heart is creating healing frequencies within your energy field right now. And you don't need to do anything except allow yourself to receive. Your willingness to be here is enough. And again, even if to those who asked for the recording, if you're watching this on replay, this is working just as much. Your willingness to be here to receive is enough. And the universe is already moving through you, as you, and healing what needs to be healed and activating what's ready to be activated. If you came here to receive positive healing energies, I remember one of my students, Solomon, in our manifesting mastermind last meeting, he was feeling a bit down, and his intention was simply to receive positive healing energies. And that also was some like intentions of, I believe Aliyah and Ses in one of the previous meetups. So just allow yourself be to be nurtured and nourished right now. So yes, take a deep breath. You can touch your heart, or one hand in your heart, the other one in your belly, and feel the truth, the highest truth, settling into your cells, that you're loved, that you are chosen, that you are here to awaken, that you are here to be enlightened, to shape shift into highest consciousness, and to co-create a new earth. And you are ready. And I've been every day, aside from celebrating, of course, I've been studying. Every day, it's always either I have an in-person session. Nowadays, I have in-person sessions where I go to the client's home and do the healing session. I also have the online private client sessions. A lot of my one-on-one clients actually, they prefer to watch the recording. They're not here right now, but yes, thank you for being here. to those of you who made time and effort and energy to just receive today. So recently I was talking to actually Andy, Maria, um, Cheryl. I was talking to Sheena, Aliyah, and I know that a lot of you here are undergoing a lot. Oh, Ali, also, of course, Remy. Um, I know that you are undergoing challenges right now, right? And so much things on your plate, so much things going on. And this teaching that I will share to you today, this is something that you already know. And I've been studying under my mentors. I've heard this teaching a long, long time ago, like pandemic, like 2021, like that. I first heard it from Mind Valley, and then Len Kalutonska from my own master teacher in the Philippines, Teacher Isa, and from Anna Kidney. So a lot of my mentors have been teaching this highest consciousness teachings. And now I'm actually reading through the book, The Holographic Universe. It's a hard read. Oops, I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, uh, I am gonna share the book in this one, The Holographic Universe. In our WhatsApp group chat, I'll share this book. And this teaching that I will share to you today have completely revolutionized how I understand manifestation and healing and magic and miracles. And hold on, I'm just connecting from my phone. Hold on. Okay, got it. So I understand manifestation and healing in the universe so much better now. And for years, I was taught, and I also taught, I'm a student and teacher at the same time, the traditional approaches, the digging, the healing, the endless searching for limiting beliefs for blocks, like I have money blocks, all of these. And, while those tools have value, I've discovered we've been working through a keyhole when there's an entire room of infinite possibilities available to us. And it takes is a decision. And today we're going to explore once again, the 4 levels of consciousness and learn how to operate from what I call your I always teach this in all of my courses. The Goddess Creatrix Mastermind is all about this. Your I am God, I am Goddess, I am Creator, I am Creatrix consciousness. This is what we should be operating from. That place where you remember that you are not separate from the divine, but rather you are divine consciousness having a human experience. I want you to feel your heart opening wider and wider, and your mind being more open and available and willing and ready to receive as we prepare to journey together into the deepest truth of who you are. And it's not something outside of ourselves, it's always remembering who we really are. So let me walk through. I know that I've taught this. I taught this in my Reiki Master Apprenticeship course. I taught this um in my life coaching certification course. I've taught this now. Currently, I'm teaching this in the Goddess Creatrix Mastermind. I've taught this in the Soulful CEO VIP Mastermind. So there's so many times that I've taught you this 4 levels of consciousness. But I want you to now be the day wherein you finally release that attachment to the matrix, that you are release that lie that you are just a human being, that you're just a human avatar. Because honestly, you are not your avatar. And Maui, oh, I forgot to message Maui. Maui shared that in the Goddess Creatrix Mastermind, right? Um, just really releasing that human avatar ego. Honestly, these past months, I haven't been doing the traditional marketing that I have done. Well, I don't really do the super traditional marketing. Like, I haven't been doing so much posts. Okay, let's just say that on Instagram, but I have earned in the past 3 months more than I have earned the year prior, where I was like really hustling and grinding. And well, you can say that I'm reaping the rewards of my labor. Yeah, you can say that, yes. But you can also say that I'm respecting the seasons of my life, and I'm respecting the season of my life because that's what my highest self is telling me: to rest, to relax, to dance, to flow, to play. This is the season of to celebrate. Hey, it's your birth month. Celebrate every day. So, and I'm not saying that what I'm doing now will work for you. I want you to know that at the end of the day, follow your intuition, follow your calling, follow that voice within you. And so let me walk you through again something that will shift your entire reality. If you haven't really dove deep on the 4 levels of consciousness, then this is the time. And if you've heard this from me before, then it's time to really um internalize and really understand the meaning of this. And there are 4 distinct levels of consciousness, and understanding where you're operating from changes everything. And as I share this with you, know that you've probably experienced all 4 levels at different points in your life. This isn't about judgment, or this isn't about hierarchy, or like this is better than the other, or it's not about linear movement. Yeah, it's not about linear movement, because sometimes you will find yourself triggered again and then falling back to old patterns. So this is about awareness and choice, and every level serves its purpose in your soul's evolution. And honestly, I know a lot of us here in the spiritual healing world who regress to old patterns, to old belief systems. Like, you're saying, I'm abundant, and then suddenly you're coming from lack consciousness again. You're saying you're healed, and then suddenly you don't really believe that you have the power to instantly heal yourself, to really heal yourself from the inside out. So you're here for a reason, whether you're here live or here with me today. I want us to just let go and finally just be done. I'm done with it. I'm just done of my old self. And I hope that we're finally moving away from victim consciousness, or at least have that high level of awareness that, oh my gosh, this is me being victim consciousness. Shift, drop, alchemize. Like instant drop, shift, alchemize, breathe. So, what is victim consciousness? This is the slave girl mentality. This is the I cannot afford it. I don't have money for it. I'm broke. I'm too poor. Or I'm broken. Or he did this to me. She did this to me. I cannot do it. All these consciousness that you cannot, because of external factors. Because of just because you think you cannot, because you don't believe that you're the creator of your reality. This is where, unfortunately, many souls find themselves trapped. It's the poor me mentality. Life is happening to you. You're at the mercy of circumstances, and you believe you're separate, you're alone, and powerless. And you might find yourself saying things like, I have bad karma, or my husband didn't approve, my parents didn't approve, that's because I can, the economy is so bad right now, that's why I can't, or I just have so much things, that's why I cannot. Like, nothing ever works out for me because just finding reasons to believe that you cannot because of external circumstances. And from this place, you see yourself as small, as unworthy, or not powerful enough. And there's this effect of everything around you. So resources seem scarce to you, the world feels hostile or unfriendly or not working for your favor, or you believe you need permission or validation from others to live your dreams. This is the space of limitation. This is the space of victimhood. This is the space of lack. I was here for a long time. I was abused. I was a victim. I wanted validation and permission to live my dreams. I was here for a long time. This is the place of slave mentality and prostitute mindset. This is the space of limit and blaming others for what's happening in your life. Or even if you don't blame others, it's just that you don't feel powerful enough to create your reality. You don't feel powerful enough to create your abundance for the next week, for the week after, for the month after. As I've mentioned, my son is graduating next month. And I'm celebrating right now because I did it. We did it. And of course, I receive help from several directions, multiple directions, not just from my clients, but really loved ones, the universe, freebies coming from here and there, everywhere. You know, for example, if there's like a client that says that she has to pause or she has to wait, or, you know, like typically it's rejection, right? But now I just know that when that happens, another bountiful blessing will come. And that is what happened in this last month. So I don't even have to chase or worry anymore or cry over those circumstances, which I used to cry before. Like last year, I still used to cry every time there's a client who promised to work with me for a long time and then suddenly stopped, or promised to enroll but didn't. I just know that that's the energy, and you know, I'm just guided to give value, unconditional love and value. That's what I'm being guided, and I'm following that. Not from a place of um not from a place of hierarchy or like I'm better or whatever, but from a place of we're all teachers and students of each other, and that I know deep in my heart that all the value that I give will come back to me 10 times fold in another way or form, in whatever direction it is. And I'm seeing that, and I know I'm the evidence. I know Patty and I were talking about this recently about all the abundance coming in, like manifestations coming in all at the same time. And all you have to do is, yes, you may feel overwhelmed. Thank you for the heart, my love. Um, but all you have to do is prioritize and take it one step at a time, you know, because all these manifestations will really fall to you like all at the same time. And it's time to move away from this level one victim consciousness. Next, human effort consciousness, by me consciousness. So this is where most personal development exists or thrives. It's the I do it mentality. You roll up your sleeves, you hustle, you grind, you do massive action. And yes, you can achieve millions from this level. A lot of millionaires have achieved, even myself, I achieved money from this level. But it's exhausting. It will run you down, it will tear you down, you will break down, burn out. because you're trying to force outcomes through sheer human will. There are entrepreneurs who work 80-hour or more, 100-hour weeks, or like really to the highest level. I don't know how many hours are there in a week, but I know like those who really don't sleep and just work, work, work. And let's compute how many hours is there in a week. Okay, so around 168, because it's 24 times 7, right? Okay, so those who work more than 100, say 150 hours a week. There are athletes who push their bodies to exhaustion, or anyone who believes that success comes purely from grinding harder than everyone else. And there's nothing wrong with this belief system. It builds character, it builds resilience, it builds grit and willpower and confidence in yourself. But the thing is, if you just believe that you're doing it all by yourself, it can burn you out because you're carrying the entire burden all by yourself. And a lot of like high level coaches teach in this consciousness, even like Tony Robbins, Alex Hormozy. And I feel if you're in this human effort consciousness, of course you'll make millions. No doubt you will. No doubt. But there's an even higher level of consciousness, the flow consciousness or the through me consciousness. And this is where most of my beautiful community operates. Again, there's one higher level than this, but this is where I feel I am as well. You've awakened spirituality within you, you're spiritually enlightened, you're in the flow, you're working with the universe, you have your spiritual tools, you work with oracle cards, you work with crystals, astrology, energy healing. There's a higher power, and you're using divination and inspiration to manifest and heal. And this is wonderful, and you can create amazing things from here. From this level, you understand you're part of something greater. You're not just alone. No man is an island, and you're part of the universe. And you're a channel, a divine channel of love, light, and healing and abundance. You pray, you meditate, you ask for guidance. You've learned to receive and follow your intuition. You've learned to receive divine wisdom and follow that collective consciousness wisdom. And you work with the energies around you. And many of my students, right now, I have 17 private clients, in person and online, who work with me on a monthly basis. Were enrolled in my coaching programs. And I think, if not all, many of my students operate from this level. And this is beautiful because you're heart-centered coaches, healers, spiritual entrepreneurs, and you're making a real difference in this life when you're in this flow consciousness, knowing that you're not separate, you're a channel, you're a vessel. But then again, there's a fourth level. And this is where I want you to remember who you really, truly are. This is where you remember that you are not seeking something outside of yourself. You're not seeking God. You are God consciousness, having a human experience. This is what our weekly masterminds is all about, the manifesting mastermind and the Goddess Creatrix mastermind. This is about you really embodying that God, Goddess, Creator, Creatrix consciousness. And I'm here showing up weekly until you really understand, until it gets really ingrained in your subconscious mind. You're not trying to attract abundance. You are abundance. You're not looking for love. You are love. Love is within you. And at this level, there's no separation between you and the divine. You don't petition or call or beg a higher power. You are that higher power, expressing uniquely through your human experience. When you speak, the universe listens because you are the universe speaking. When you decide, reality shifts because you are the universe. You are divine power. You're just simply remembering your power to choose, your power to decide. So when Alan and I, my son and I decided we're gonna manifest that 20,000 US dollars for your culinary course, we decided it. I don't know how. Every mastermind I was updating you. I did the first installment. We did the second. We did the third. And this isn't just this. I also it also happened when I decided to move to the UAE or to Abu Dhabi from Sharjah. Like when you decide something and you just know that you will be supported because you decided and you're not wavering. You don't waver. Because when you waver, it will bring you back to old patterns, to the old patterns of becoming your past self, the old patterns of just being an human avatar. This is the time to really become your goddess self, your God self, your creator self, your creatrix self. And I am here showing up every single week to make you remember and understand. You know, there's another book that I'm rereading. I'm reading it. I have it on Audible and book this, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. This is one of the first books that I read along with The Law of Attraction and 7 Habits of Highly Effective People when it comes to personal development. And Joseph Murphy, the author, I think it's the most powerful self-help guide ever, this book, Power of Your Subconscious Mind. The author taught us that your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So it's very important to always imagine, visualize, ingrain your subconscious mind with what you want to program it. And so now it's the time to program yourself to operate from level 4 consciousness. You're programming your subconscious from the highest truth of who you are. And the highest truth of who you are is that you are infinite, you're limitless, you're divine. Again, what I'm giving you today is like a summarized version of whatever it is that we are, of course, diving deep in the masterminds, right? I just want you to remember all of this. And it really blows my mind when I understand and process and contemplate and realize that everything you see in the 3D world is actually a hologram. It's an echo of past decisions and beliefs. And the good thing is that since you're seeing an echo of past decisions and beliefs, you always have that power to change your future. By changing the now, your current decisions and beliefs, you're gonna change the hologram of the future. So in the book, The Holographic Universe, the author Michael Talbot teaches us that our physical reality is a projection of consciousness itself. So no Albert Einstein also said no problem can be solved with the same level of consciousness that created it. So how do you solve your problem? Just keep on maintaining that high level of consciousness in the now. And for sure, with persistence, with unwavering faith, with absolute certainty, with resilience, and being relentless, with intensity, and really feeling and embodying and acting from the place of your highest self, your physical reality will follow through. And I posted this on Instagram today. I just want to share what I posted. There. wait, sorry, not here. I posted it in my story, and I just want to share it to you guys. Hold on. I don't see it here. I posted it. Hold on. There, I saw it now. Life is not happening to you. It is happening as you. Every circumstance reflects your frequency. When you shift inside, the external world reshapes itself naturally. You are the source, the creator, the eternal self. I repeat, life is not happening to you. Life is happening as you. Every circumstance reflects your frequency. When you shift inside, the external world reshapes itself naturally. You are the source, the creator, the eternal self. And it all depends on the decision that you make. Every decision, every choice that you make, it has a snowball effect. I'm telling you this. And you may not understand this right now, but you will come to realize, oh, that decision led me to experiencing this, and then sometimes you go in a loop, and then you come back and you up level again until you are really persistent and really taking those consistent inspired action steps that are always in alignment with your highest fullest self. Until you do that, your reality would not change. You'll just be under this constant loop of falling back to old patterns and then having to learn the lessons again. And then, like for example, with abundance. Okay, you're already there in abundance mindset. And then you fall back to the scarcity mindset again. It happened to me so many times. And it's still happening to me until now. So, but the thing is, every time you up level, you reach another level that you have never reached before. So you're actually in a better place than before. So don't worry if you make mistakes. You'll just keep getting better and better. But the thing is, you don't need to delay any further. So what do you mean by holographic nature? This means that when you're looking at your bank account, for example, or your relationship status, or your health, you're looking at old programming. You're seeing the results of who you used to be. You're not seeing the results of who you're becoming, but who you used to be. So all you have to do is program yourself and reprogram and reprogram. And that's where neuroplasticity comes in. That's where, the paranormal abilities of your mind comes in, the power of your subconscious mind, and of your heart, with an open mind and an open heart. Everything and anything is possible, coupled with inspired action steps, of course. You don't just open your heart and mind and don't do anything and just sit there and lie down there, sit pretty and wait for everything to fall in your lap. No, you don't do that, right? You open your mind, you open your heart, and you do it. You decide, you commit with persistence. That is the game of life. I was gonna say rule. I don't like the word rule anymore. I actually avoid books with the word rules. I don't like that word rule anymore. So game. It's the game of life. So we gotta see past the illusion. See past the illusion. See past that old programming. Because right here, right now, whatever bad thing, negative event that you're experiencing, it's because you're seeing the results of who you used to be based on your old programming and lies. And you always, always have the power to choose, decide, shift, change, drop, shift, and alchemize. That's what I always say in our one-on-one sessions, right? Nowadays, drop, shift, and alchemize, right? So, Conversations with God, this book by Neil Donald Walsch. It's one of the longest and also one of the very, very best books to read when it comes to spiritual development and highest consciousness. And this reveals that we don't experience what we want, we experience what we believe we are. See, different authors, different books, same teaching. I'm just presenting to you in a way that, like in an NLP, neuro linguistic programming way, your mind will come to realize and understand more when it's presented in many different ways, but the teaching is the same. It just ingrains, instills, solidifies whatever you know already. Your external world is always reflecting your internal world back to you. Your external world is always reflecting your internal world back to you. So it's very important to shift your internal world. And I call that, among other teachers, of course, the identity shift. Again, we have this entire masterclass. It's now still free. It's on YouTube. I don't know how long, up to how long, but for soon I will sell that as an on-demand course. So go to Empowerment Life Coaching YouTube channel if you haven't yet watched the Identity Shift Masterclass. That's 9 hours or more. I think I extended in some 3-day masterclass on identity shifting, on from seeking to being your highest, fullest self, on really up-leveling your self-concept. So please, please.
Yeah.
Yes, you have anything to share? Oops, I thought, who was that Ali? Do you have anything to share? Let me know. Yeah, feel free to speak up or write in the chat. All right. So, I was talking about this is like the most important concept that you'll ever learn in personal development, really identity shifting. Most people are trying to be something that most people are trying to get things from external factors, right? But honestly, you have to shift from within you first in order to get what you want. And I also posted that on Instagram. It's not manifestation is not about getting what you want from external forces or external circumstances or external situations or from external people. It's about becoming who you need to be to receive it. It's about becoming who you need to be to receive it. So most people are praying or placing orders with the universe like they're at a restaurant, and they're hoping that this is how I was taught when I first dove deep, when I was first studying on manifesting. This was the teaching. Place your order with the universe, hope that your desires will be delivered to you. But honestly, you gotta be ready first. Be who you need to be in order to receive. And a lot of people are placing orders with the universe, hoping that the desires will be delivered if they're good enough, or if they did well enough, or if they're worthy enough, or once they clear enough blocks, right? You don't need to become worthy of your desires. You don't need to work so damn freaking hard to be worthy. Your desires exist because you're already worthy of them. Your desires exist because they're calling to you, because they're possible, because it's your calling, it's your mission, it's your purpose. It's your desires are not random. They're calling you forward into your next level of being. I repeat, your desires, you deserve all your desires. And your desires are not random. They're actually calling you forward into your next level of being. And we've learned all the laws of assumption, law of vibration, law of attraction, vibration, assumption, inspired action, gestation, law of divine oneness, vacuum law of prosperity, law of momentum, all these laws states that you're one with the universe and that everything you want already exists within you, all in God's perfect divine timing. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are, you attract what you vibrate, you attract what you believe in, and you attract what you assume. So instead of affirming, I want abundance, you affirm and embody, I am abundance. Because manifestation isn't about getting what you want, it's about becoming who you need to be to receive it. So it's not, I'm going to get abundance. It is, I am abundance. And to those who have, those who have will be given more of what they have. It's somewhere there in the Bible. Yeah, to those who have will be given more. To those who have will be given more. So instead of affirming, I need love, you become, I am love. Instead of I'm trying to heal, you declare, I'm whole and perfect. I'm harmonious and happy and powerful and healthy. Let's all say all of these together. Touch your heart, or one hand on your heart, the other one in your belly. I am abundance. Those in purple, you can say it wherever you are. I am abundance. I am love. I am whole and perfect. I am harmonious, powerful, and healthy. It is done, it's complete, it's fulfilled. So be it, and so it is. And there's this book on cosmic ordering. It's based on the work by Barbel Moore, and it's amazing. That book is amazing, and I want you to take a look with like the cosmic ordering process. I also take a look on the cosmic ordering process. I also taught this in the Soulful CEO VIP Mastermind. But the deeper way is, instead of traditional cosmic ordering, which asks you to place an order and wait, come from God's own consciousness. You're not ordering anymore. You're claiming. You're claiming what's already yours by divine right. You're claiming what's already yours by divine right. I actually have a win this week, but I'm controlling myself not to share it until it's fully a win. So let me just read the chat. How about the others? I see Cess and Patty sharing. How about the others? Let's highlight what Cess shared. Wins. Got my advanced tarot certificate. Next, my oracle certificate, of course, from yours truly, my love. Went to the rally. Oh, you went. Covered the event. Took a lot of photos. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I saw. Because some people are grabbing photos from others, so I wasn't really fully integrating who went and who did. 'Cause I have like a lot of nephews who I thought went, but then they just grab photos from others. Anyway, intentions to receive wisdom and powerful energies, more mental clarity. I love that. Number one. So you have a number one. Where's your number two? Every time you have a number one, you should have number two. Right? I thought I learned that in public speaking course. So we used to say number one, and then I'm like, where's the? And then my teacher's like, where's your number two? You gotta have a number two every time you have a number one. What's your number two intention? Okay, to receive wisdom and powerful energies, more mental clarity. Yes, that's why you're here. I love you, my love. To see you, Miss. I love you, sis. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Love you. I feel so good and hyped up. Oh, thank you, my love. So, how does it work? This ordering, cosmic ordering in a non-traditional sense of the word. Because you're not ordering, you're claiming. So it's cosmic claiming. Oh, we can create our own book instead of cosmic ordering, cosmic claiming. So basically, you create a vivid vision of your desire, engaging all your senses, meaning sight, smell, auditory, hearing, touch, taste, everything. That's why in our one-on-one sessions I always ask you, what does it smell like? What does it taste like? What do you see? What do you feel? What is the texture? What is engage all your senses. You feel completely, you generate the emotions of already having it, the state of having, and know absolutely with absolute faith and certainty, hold unshakable faith and certainty that it's already done. And you release totally, let go of how and when, and you trust in God's perfect divine timing. So many stories about this. So many stories about this letting go, you trust, and when you let go of the attachment, it comes. It's just crazy how it works. But when you when you're grippy, it doesn't come. But then when you release it and you let go, you release totally, it comes in abundance. And that's just how it works. And the secret, the real secret, well, it's not a secret anymore, that a lot of people miss is you're visualizing it not as something you're trying to get or trying to become, but as something that you're remembering. And you can also hear this in Joe Dispenza's teachings, remembering the future. Like you've been living this reality for years, and it's perfectly normal for you to experience it. You're remembering the future. You're not getting something outside of yourself. It's normal. It's just so normal to attract $1,000 like this. Oh, $1,000 again. Oh, $1,000. It's just normal. You're rich. You're abundant. You're loved. You're beautiful. You're healthy. You're just it's normal. It's not like something high up there in the pedestal. And it takes your spiritual muscle. You build this spiritual muscle, right? Like for me, before $1,000 is so high, like so unreachable for me. Because my salary before was like 200, 300, $400 a month. So 1,000 for me was so high up there. I don't even know how I can get it, right? It's a muscle that you build, a muscle that takes consistency, commitment, positive reinforcements. And that's why you're here with me, because you're building that muscle. So be compassionate to yourself also, because when I say remembering the future, and yeah, sometimes it takes time, it takes instant healing manifestation. Sometimes I know a lot of you here will say, um okay, let me rephrase that. Who among you here has expressed or visualized a thought or wished for something or prayed for something or declared something to happen, and then suddenly it's there? Like suddenly it's there. Give me an emoji, a yes in the chat. Like you wish for something and then the next morning it's there. Or just you thought of someone and then that person called you. Or um a wish or a granted, like from the yes, right? You get that. You get that. It's because you don't have resistance. with that thing. And for me, $1,000 US, I think I don't have that much resistance with that, but I still have resistance, for example, for $100,000 US. So you just know that it's normal for you. It's normal for you to experience it. It's no big deal. There's no resistance if it's no big deal for you. It's just you're living this reality for years and it's a norm. It's a norm for you. And that's why we build the muscle with positive reinforcements. So now it's time to break the endless healing loop. And this challenges everything you've been taught about healing and manifestation, because I was trained in Reiki and Theta healing, in all of these modalities, wherein you dig and then you heal the past life, past life regression, right? You go to the bottom belief and then you forgive that past and you send love to that part of your life. And you ask yourself, when was the first time you ever felt unworthy? When was the first time that you felt unloved? And you go back to all of those past. And honestly, now I realize that there's a shortcut, which is just learn the lesson. Just learn the lesson. And if you've been doing inner work for years, like me, holistic therapy, belief clearing, past life healing, ancestral work, theta healing, and you still haven't manifested what you desire in certain areas of your life, it's because you've been trying to fix the human avatar instead of remembering who you truly are. And again, we come back to who you are. Who are you really? You are not your body. You are not your story. You are not your past. You are not your traumas. You are not the lies that the world has ingrained on you. You are not the programming that you've experienced through years and years of negative conditioning. You are divine. You're God, you're goddess, you're creator, you're creatrix, you're divine consciousness itself. You're creator of all that is itself. And you're just temporarily wearing this physical form like a costume because your soul decided to live, to reincarnate in this lifetime, to learn lessons, to love yourself fully, and to share this divine wisdom that you're learning to your promised people, to give value to the world. This is why you're here. You're here to learn, discover yourself fully, to love yourself fully, to find the meaning of your life within you, to remembering who you truly are, and share that to the world. Give value to the world. And when you're digging endlessly for limiting beliefs, you're reinforcing the illusion that you're broken and you need fixing. But what if nothing is wrong with you? What if you're already perfect, and you're whole and you're complete? And instead of healing the avatar, you can simply step into a different version of yourself, one that doesn't carry those programs, those stories, those limitations. Know that your thoughts are not just thoughts. They're vibrational frequencies broadcasting to the quantum field. And when you change your energy, you change your life. So we gotta stop broadcasting from the wrong frequency. Instead of I need money, which broadcasts lack. Instead of I want love, or I'm still healing, with broadcast the need to be still healed. Perhaps you've said, universe, please send me money. I need money. I really need it. I really need it for rent. You visualize money coming to you. You do abundance meditations. And you even sleep with money affirmations playing. But every month, it still feels like the same struggle, because the shift needs to happen. And the shift needs to happen now. Instead of broadcasting the need, you begin broadcasting from the frequency of already having, broadcasting from the frequency of already having. So, what we do now is you sit in meditation or you lie down and feel into the version of yourself who has consistent money, monthly income flowing in. You embody that version, how you dress, how you speak, how you move through your day, how you show up in the world. You start making it as your natural state of being. You stop making money as the goal, but you start making abundance as your natural state of being. And this is the frequency of having, and this is how you operate from God zone consciousness. The frequency of having. I am financially abundant. I am deeply loved. I'm perfectly healthy. The frequency of having is calm. The frequency of having is certain. The frequency of having is grounded. It's not desperate. It's not needy. It's not in the energy of chasing. It's the energy of course, this is my reality. Of course, this is who I am. Of course, I'm abundant. Of course, I'm loved. Of course, everything is working out for me. Of course, everything is working out behind the scenes. Of course, everything is working out for my highest good and the highest good of all. So imagine you're checking your bank account and there's money there. You don't get hysterical anymore with excitement every time. And this is something that I'm still working on. Like when money comes in, I'm always like, oh, I'm grateful. It's not like, oh my God, it's not like hysterical with excitement, but just like, no, that, oh, of course, there's money that will come in. Of course, money will come in. I'm grateful. And of course, that's normal for you. It's not anymore like, also like with your wins, when you share your wins to me, like with your voice messages, my private clients will share. Like I have clients who I meet weekly on a weekly basis. And of course, every week they share their wins to me. And instead of like being, yes, 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 like really hysterical, you don't need to be so um so surprised and shocked anymore, because it's normal. That's the frequency we want to cultivate for everything you desire. That it's normal for you, it's coming in, of course. Yes, we're grateful, right? And so the God Zone meditation is something that I would love for you to experience. We can do it now. You can also do it the full on meditation later, but we can experience this together now. If you can close your eyes and relax, you can place your feet flat on the floor, hands on your lap or on your heart. So either on your heart or on your lap with palms facing up in the receiving position. And just listen to the sound of my voice. And as we journey together into this sacred space, know that you're already being shifted and transformed and activated. And your energy field is expanding. Your consciousness is awakening, and your soul is remembering its divine nature. And I just want you to take a deep breath in and relax. And whenever you exhale, release, let go. Expanding your consciousness now, begin by feeling yourself sharing molecules with the room that you're in. Every piece of furniture, the wall, every breath of air, you and this space are one. Feel the connection and the unity with everything and anything around you. Expand even further now to feel yourself sharing space with your entire home, your building, every room, every person in your building, from basement to the rooftop. You and the building are one. You're connected to every soul in this space, expanding further to encompass your entire city. Every person, every tree, every street, every animal, every breath of life, every flower, and every bee, every grass, every blade of grass, every bird, every human being. You, you and your city are one, and feel the love connecting you to all of it. expand even to your country, every soul, every mountain, every river, every grain of sand. You and your country are one. You're part of this magnificent space of spiritual existence. Expand to the entire planet, all beings, all oceans, all forests, all creatures, great and small, from the earth's core to the clouds, to the heavens, to the stars, the sky. You are the star, you're the sun, you're the power of the moon, you're the power of the heavens, of the oceans, of the fire, and of life itself. You and the earth are one. Feel yourself as Mother Earth herself, nurturing and loving all of life. Expand beyond to our solar system, our galaxy, feeling connected to every planet, every moon, every comet, every particle of cosmic dust, the billions of stars, all galaxies of the universe, until you reach that infinite source of all that is. Pure love, pure light, pure consciousness. You are one with the creator of all that is. Now bring this divine light down through your crown chakra, flooding through your entire being, your mind, your heart, your soul. Feel it flowing through every cell, every atom, every particle of your being, and out beyond the boundaries of your physical form into your energy field. This beautiful golden egg of light surrounding you. You're not separate from this light. You are this light, wearing a human form for this magnificent adventure. And from this consciousness, you remember that you are not seeking the divine. You are divine consciousness, having a human experience. You're not lacking anything. You are everything. Everything you desire is within you. Everything is inside of you. All the answers are within you. The universe is expressing itself as you. And from this expanded awareness, let's install these new identity codes. Repeat after me with absolute faith, knowing, and certainty. You can listen to the sound of my voice and repeat it out loud, or just simply say yes and allow yourself to receive. I am the divine expressing in physical form. I'm worthy of all my desires. Everything I need is already within me. I'm abundant. I'm loved. I'm whole. What I speak with faith becomes my reality. I trust the perfect unfolding of my highest good for the highest good of all. So be it, and so it is, and so it shall be. Use your breath, inhaling, soaking in as much love and light as you're able. Exhaling, releasing, letting go with ease and flow. Allowing the love from your own heart to wash through you, healing and cleansing every single part of your body. Relax, relax, relax. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly and gently open your eyes and come back to me. How are you feeling? So this is the last piece of wisdom that I will be sharing with you today. So for those building your businesses, traditional marketing tries to convince people that they need what you offer. But if you really know how to come from God's own consciousness, you're not selling, you're serving, coming from a place of I'm serving and sharing love as I give value. And you're not anymore trying to get clients because you're the magnet that draws your perfect soul clients to you. Your energy, your frequency, your authentic being is your greatest marketing tool. And when you operate from the I am the successful entrepreneur energy rather than I'm trying to build a business, everything shifts from there when you operate from the I am the successful entrepreneur mindset. Your content, your best value content flows effortlessly. Opportunities will appear synchronistically. And whenever you're ready, it will magnetize. You will magnetize. It will manifest when you're ready. Honestly, it's sometimes, most of the time, it's us who delay the manifestation because we're not yet ready. But when you are ready, and when you operate from this success mindset, I am the successful entrepreneur mindset, clients will feel drawn to work with you. And what happens? How do you hold faith when it looks like it's not working? This is where mastery lives. How do you maintain God's zone consciousness when your 3D reality doesn't reflect your vision? How? The 3D world is always showing you the past. It's an echo of old programming. Therefore, your job is not to react negatively to what you see, but to stay committed to who you're becoming. Whenever doubt creeps in, return to the highest truth that if you can imagine it, if you desire it, you plant the seeds, you visualize, you feel it, you have clarity in your highest vision, you do the inspired action steps, you take the move, the decision according to that highest vision. It's already created in the quantum field. Your only job is to align your frequency with that reality and trust that divine timing is working for you for your manifestation. But it is your job to be consistent. It's your job to not waver. It's your job to make the decision coming from your highest self, not from that fear-based ego human avatar, but from the place of I am God, I am goddess, I am the creator, I am the creatrix consciousness. And part of stepping into God's zone consciousness is embracing what the world calls supernatural as completely natural. So intuition, that's beyond logic. Sometimes you just know, oh, I have to go there right here, right now. And you go there and you find out, oh, that's why I was called synchronicity. Like suddenly you meet someone who's the perfect instrument or tool for your next level, highest level consciousness, next level consciousness. Sometimes you will experience instant manifestation and healing. You know, like a burnt hand. I remember Alan cut his thumb, and then I told him, believe in instant healing. The next day, it was healed. I know these things happen, and you gotta release resistance to this. These aren't special gifts for chosen few. They are your birthright as consciousness itself. So stop making your abilities special or strange. Normalize your magic. Expect miracles because you are a walking miracle. And so the new codes that I will be encouraging all of us to ingrain or instill or imbibe for shifting your point of attraction. And here are the new codes that I'm downloading for you today as I speak. The code 1 is everything is working out in my favor. Everything, even challenges, are redirecting you towards something better. Code number 2 is I don't chase, I attract. From God's zone consciousness, you become magnetic to your desires. Code 3 is divine timing is perfect timing. What's meant for you cannot miss you, cannot pass you by. If it's meant for you right here, right now, you're meant to experience it. It's yours. If it's not, then it's okay. Something better will come along the way. Code 4, I'm the generator of my reality. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are the creator of them. If you say you have the capacity and you're ready to manifest 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 US dollars next month, for me, it was 20,000 and beyond. Actually, I think it was like more or less 30,000 US dollars with the hotels, the transportation, and the materials, what all of the expenses for my son's culinary school. So it's like you decided, you create it. Don't waver. Whenever you will experience or like see some triggers, or my 3D is not showing it right now. Stay in the zone. Stay persistent. For example, in my Zoom master classes, sometimes there will be 10 or more people, sometimes there are less than 5. I just stay in the zone. I know that I'm working for my highest good and the highest good of all. I know that I create my reality, and you just know that everything is divinely guided. Also, code number 5, this is something that I realized. My presence is my power. I used to delay, I used to cancel a lot of calls because I feel like I'm not prepared, or I want to be my fullest self. But honestly, your presence is your power. Simply being authentically you is enough to transform any situation, enough to alchemize. So, for your homework for the next 30 days, I want you to practice living from the highest level of consciousness. Start each day by expanding into God's own consciousness and declaring who you are from that space. Throughout the day, when challenges arise, you can ask yourself, how would the highest version of myself respond to this situation? Review your day by evening and reflect and notice where you operated from God's own consciousness, and what decisions did you make that's coming from human avatar consciousness or effort. Always reflect God's own versus human avatar. And have a weekly check-in. Notice what synchronicities, opportunities, and evidence of shifts and miracles have occurred as you embody this new higher level of identity. And again, if you have not yet watched the Identity Shift Masterclass and the Quantum Leap into Your Highest Self Masterclass, it's available for you on YouTube. Please, you can find the playlist there. If you can't find it, let me know. I'll message the link to you. It's still available for free for everyone. So just bask and allow yourself to listen in, take in what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's like if you combine both, that's like 20 hours of master classes of activations. And yeah, next month we'll be collapsing time and space. And do you have any questions that you have right here, right now? Let me know. And know that what we've explored today, it's not just theory. These are divine wisdom that the universe is guiding you. It's not even random that you're here. The universe is guiding you to remember. And you didn't come to this earth to struggle. You didn't come to this earth to heal endlessly, to experience all the limitations and sacrifice. Or you're not even here to prove anything, your worthiness to anything or anyone. You came to experience the love of the universe, the joy of being creator. You're here to create. You are divine consciousness in physical form. You are God. You are goddess. You are creator. You are creatrix. And again, your desires are invitations to expand into greater expressions of who you are. Allow yourself to receive the love, the support, the earth angels that are there along the way to help you expand into your highest level of consciousness. The opportunities for you to remember your power and start remembering the future from a place of, I know that everything is working out for me. And I want you to feel the highest truth in every cell of your being, that you are not broken. You don't need any more fixing. You don't need any more healing. And this is my mindset. I'm telling you, I'm like, I need fixing. I'm broken. I have money blocks. I have whatever. I need more healing. No, you are already perfect. You're already whole. You're already complete. You're already more than enough. And you're a blessing to this world. And your highest consciousness is your superpower. Your highest consciousness that you are a miracle and you're magic. That is your superpower. Your word is your wand. And your actions also are your wand. Your word and your actions are your wand. Create magic with your words, with your thoughts, with your belief systems, and your actions, your decisions, your consistency. You don't go back and forth. You don't go to this eternal loop. You're done with that. It's time to up level. Go forth and live from the God zone consciousness. And know that the universe has been waiting for you to remember who you really are. And you are one with the creator. You are creator. You are the creatrix of your own reality. So be it, and so it is, and so shall it be. It is done, it's complete, it's fulfilled. Allow me to just bless you. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the moon softly restore you by night. May the rain wash away all your blessings, wash away all your worries, and may the universe bless you with so much more blessings. And may you walk gently to the earth and know its beauty all the days of your life. May you be calm, may you be harmonious and healthy, and may you show up fully, shine up your light brightly with absolute faith and certainty that it is done, it is yours, and you're worthy, and you deserve everything that you desire. Let us bring our hands together in prayer and recite the five Reiki principles. Or you can just simply say yes after me. Just for today, I'm at peace, I trust, I'm grateful, I work joyfully, I'm loved. And with a smile on our faces, let us slowly and gently open our eyes. Thank you so much for staying with me until the very end. So next month, we'll have Collapsing Time and Space. We have another mastermind in an hour right after this call. Tonight, an hour after this. Our topic would be Ancient Wisdom Meets Modern Manifestation. So come join and receive the activations if you're free. And yeah, I just want you to really remember that you are not a human being having a spiritual experience. You are spirit. You are divine consciousness having a human experience. Live from this highest truth and watch your world transform and shift. And thank you for being here. Are there any questions, takeaways? You want to share anything? So thank you for your emojis. So just want to share before we end, just there's a question from one of my private clients before. What if I feel resistant to claiming this I am God consciousness? This resistance often comes from religious programming that taught separation and fear. I remember when I was growing up, one of the qualities that school taught me, like one of the best qualities, should be God fearing. God fearing, you should fear God. So we have this programming that we should fear God, we're separate. But honestly, this consciousness is shifting us to recognize ourselves as an expression of God, of the divine. And the original teaching is actually not to fear God, but the ancient spiritual traditions is actually teaching us that divine consciousness, divine magic, divine spark lives within each person. It's not high up there. You don't have to do all the shebang and all the step 1 to 10 meditation anymore. It's the goddess is in your heart. A wave is not separate from the ocean. The ocean is expressing itself as a wave. You're not separate from divine consciousness. You are divine consciousness expressing itself through you. And it's really time to stop denying and start claiming and believing in the magnificence of your own creation, of your own magic, and that you are a miracle. All right. And yeah, no more questions. All right. Going. Anything you want to share? Okay. So, how do I deal with old patterns that keep coming up? Um, they'll fade if you stop feeding them with your energy, with your attention, because when what you focus on grows. So just stop feeding them with your energy, with your attention, with your belief. And instead of fighting them, simply choose differently each time. Build that muscle, choose differently each time, choose differently. Each time, recalibrate, ground yourself. And each time an old pattern arises, it's an opportunity to select that upgraded version of yourself each and every time. You're choosing a different identity that doesn't have that pattern anymore. It's like changing radio stations all the time. You tune to a clearer, higher frequency all the time. Yes. And yeah, it's just, again, a spiritual muscle with positive reinforcements that we build. And what if my manifestations aren't coming fast enough? When you truly operate from God consciousness, you're not waiting anymore for your good to arrive. You're enjoying the journey. You're not pushing it, hustling, right? Push. You're just enjoying the journey. You're watching the physical world catch up to what you already know to be true about yourself. And when you embody your desires in that highest frequency rather than having to chase them, they manifest so quickly. Like it will just take your breath away because, oh my goodness, wow, we just declared it last month and then now it's happening. It's not about speed, it's about perfect timing. And the more you're attached, the more attached you are to the timeline, the more you're broadcasting from lack and scarcity rather than the state of having. So enjoy the journey, trust the process, be playful with it, have fun, and accept all the love and support that is being that are being offered to you along the way. And whenever you experience challenges, know that real challenges are our greatest opportunities to practice God's zone consciousness. You might face what looks like a major setback, perhaps a financial challenge or a difficulty in your relationship, and your human mind wants to panic, wants to course correct, like eliminate things, limit yourself, strategize, you force solutions. But you can choose to operate from level 4 consciousness instead. You sit in meditation, sit with yourself, or lie down. That's what I do. Touch your heart and connect with a version of yourself from whom this problem is already resolved. And that's what we do all the time in our one-on-one coaching sessions. I always ask you to connect right away to that highest version of you who have already manifested the life of your dreams, who have already solved that problem right now, and ask, how does that most abundant version of me handle this situation? How does the most abundant version of you handle this situation? Will that most abundant version of you limit you? Will that most abundant version of you would that be fearful? Would that stop you from manifesting the life of your dreams? No. And the answer would often become clear to you. And most of the time it's stay calm, trust in divine timing, stay inspired action rather than desperate action. Come from a place of abundance rather than scarcity mindset. And from this space, unexpected opportunities, more synchronicities, more miracles will appear if you're coming from abundance mindset, from the state of having, from the miracle mindset. You will eventually resolve the issues and you will create even greater expansion than ever before. Feel the fear, choose from love. Feel the worry, choose from a place of trust. And again, I bless you and I pray for you that you make the decisions coming from the God zone consciousness, from the Goddess Creatrix consciousness. I'll see you in the Manifesting Mastermind later and in the Goddess Creatrix Mastermind this Friday. I am grateful for your energy, for your insights, for your questions, for your sharings. And I'm so excited for what will emerge for us from now moving forward. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, I'll go prepare for the next class. Not yet done with the slides. So see you in about an hour. Love and light. Namaste. Thank you. See you. See you again.